Please rise for the presentation of our country's colors by the Sheldon American Legion Post 145. Shantae Whalen will sing our national anthem. Gentlemen, please remove cover.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Would you help me thank Shantae Whalen, NCC psychology instructor, for singing our national anthem, and Lori Richards, NCC's creative services coordinator, for playing the processional and recessional today. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Spring 2024 commencement ceremony of Northwest Iowa Community College. We welcome you, honored guests, parents, spouses, children, siblings, grandparents, extended family, and all friends to our Spring 2024 commencement ceremony. My name is John Hartog, and I serve as the president of NCC, your community college. So, honored guests, all of us from the college, including our dedicated faculty and staff, truly appreciate the many ways that you supported and encouraged your graduates to succeed. And graduates, it is your day, and we celebrate you and your accomplishments. You're the ones who did it. but it is also fitting that you should stand, turn, and face the audience, and then by your applause provide a standing ovation, thanking and honoring the special people in your lives for the ways that they helped you so that you could graduate today. So go ahead, stand, please, turn, and give your supporters a hearty round of applause. Graduates, you may be seated. Northwest Iowa Community College is governed by a 7-member elected board of trustees. Each trustee serves 4-year terms without compensation. These distinguished individuals devote hundreds of hours each year as community representatives serving on the NCC board. They do so because they are committed to providing open access so everyone has an opportunity to experience the best possible college education at the most reasonable cost possible. It is my honor to introduce them at this time. First, Mr. Adam Besaw, President of the Board. Mr. Besaw resides in Sheldon and is a senior R&D designer at Maintainer in Sheldon. He has been a member of the board for 11 years, since 2013. Next, Mr. Stephen Simons, Vice President of the board. Mr. Simons resides in Larchwood and is the retired Director of Economic Development for Lyon County, serving on the board now for 10 years, since 2014. Dr. Loretta Birkland. Dr. Birkland resides near Sibley and is co-owner of Sibley Veterinary Clinic. She is a 23-year board veteran, having served since 2001. Mr. Leroy Van Kekerix. Mr. Van Kekerix is a resident of Orange City and the president and CEO of Iowa State Bank. He is another board veteran, having served as a trustee for 22 years, since 2002. Mr. Steve Loshman. Mr. Loshman is the owner of CS Agro Service and 4 other ag-related businesses. He resides in Calumet, and he has served for 12 years, since 2012. Mr. Ron Heemstra. Mr. Heemstra is a Sioux Center resident and has spent the majority of his career working at Interstates in Sioux Center as the controller. He was recently elected as a trustee in November of 2023, and we welcome you to the Board of Trustees, sir. We have one trustee who was unable to be with us today, and she is Ms. Cynthia Porter. Ms. Porter resides in Haywarden and is the co-owner of Porter Funeral Home, serving as a trustee for 15 years, since 2009. We sincerely thank all of our local board members for their remarkable service, totaling about 94 years of donated time, governance, and wisdom. Would you join me in thanking them for their good work? We also have with us today Ms. Leah Murphy, the Executive Dean of Student and Academic Services, Mr. Brian Nash, Executive Director of Operations and Finance. Ms. Beth Sibenuller-Woodall is our Registrar and Dean of Student Services over here. Ms. Sarah Breams-DeCavers is Associate Dean of Arts, Science, Business, and Transitions right here. Mr. Kevin Miller is Associate Dean of Health Services. I saw him earlier. And we have other members of the Administrative Council with us today. And if you're here, would you please stand also? Thank you. I would also like to acknowledge the members of our faculty, and I would ask if you would please stand. Without you, there would be no instruction, and we would not be here today. I thank you for teaching our students. Thank you for making learning engaging, life-transforming, challenging, and sometimes even fun. I'm grateful for each one of you and for your expertise and dedication. You may be seated. Then, are there members? Oh, we'll clap in just a second. But you know what? They're faculty. Let's clap. I would also like to mention the members of our college staff, and I see that they're scattered around, who are with us today. Would you please stand? Okay, your faithful service has assisted our students in their successes. You have encouraged and guided our students throughout their NCC experiences. All right, now let's go ahead and give all these college employees a hearty round of applause. I would like to highlight two of our faculty members at this time. And first, I'll ask if Mr. Byron Kroll, would you please stand? And while he's standing, everyone can see him. Mr. Kroll, who has been teaching electrical students for 18 years, has announced that he will be retiring from the college. And I cannot even imagine how many students you've had over the years teaching electrical code. I remember one time visiting a class where he was working through code language, and he made it like it was an incredibly interesting novel. It was so good. And you have impacted many lives over your career at NCC. And we're thankful, Byron, Mr. Kroll, for your good work, and wish you the very best in the next chapter of your life. Thank you. Let's hear it for Mr. Kroll. And then I would ask if Ms. Amy Jurens would please stand. Ms. Jurens has been with the college 26/27 years. She teaches English and communication. How many speeches has she listened to over the decades? Thousands. How many papers graded? How many individuals going out from NCC emboldened to speak, to write, to communicate because of Ms. Jurens' good work? We congratulate her on her career here at NCC, and we are again profoundly grateful for her good work. We thank you for your time with us and wish you every success and happiness in the next chapter of your life. Thank you, Amy. Let's give her a round of applause. Graduates, please accept our heartfelt congratulations on this very momentous occasion. Commencement is a celebration of a new chapter in your life's story also. You're moving from the success of graduation to the opportunities ahead. At NCC, we measure success not in days, months, or years, but over a lifetime, your lifetimes. You've been prepared for success, and what you do next is up to you. So choose wisely, work smartly, and take good care of those around you. Your next opportunities for success will be whatever you make of them. Your faith and family, your career, or your plans to transfer to another college, maybe even to finish another degree here at NCC. The meaning of success is personal. Its outcomes change as your priorities and your life situations change, but the way to achieving success never changes. It requires qualities like resilience, grit, and determination, by which you saw your way through your time here at NCC, through your academic challenges, and these kinds of character traits will now outfit you well for your life's journey ahead. Life is short, so make the most of your passion and your abilities every day. Whatever you set your heart to do, do it with all your might. Graduates, you leave here today as alumni of NCC. and as such, you are ambassadors to our communities. We invite you to come back often to your community college, to serve on program advisory committees, to get involved in the Alumni Association, to help with the work of the foundation, or simply to share from your success and support the next generation of students. Again, congratulations, graduates, and best wishes. At this time, I would like to call Mr. Adam Besaw to the microphone, and he will be giving an honor to a former trustee. Mr. Besaw.
Thank you. It is a great honor and privilege to present this next award. Mr. Hoekstra, please join us. Larry Hoekstra has served with distinction on the Northwest Iowa Community College Board of Trustees, representing District 7 since September 2001. Larry has worked diligently to successfully perform the duties of board member, board vice president, and board president. Also board member for the Community Colleges for Iowa with distinction, honesty, and integrity, and was the 2013 recipient of the John P. Kibbe Trustee Leadership Award. During Mr. Hoekstra's 22-year tenure as a trustee, NCC has achieved numerous accomplishments, and those highlighted include 4 presidential search processes, passage of a general obligation bond in 2018, implementation of sports shooting, implementation of men's and women's soccer, also guidance in the construction and remodel of physical facilities, including the Lifelong Learning and Rec Center, Applied Technology Building, Building D renovation, the Health Science Building, and O'Brien, Osceola, and Sioux residence halls. Mr. Hoekstra has been a visible face for NCC in all the communities in the 4.5 county area with local, state, and national legislators. Larry has served tirelessly as a trustee of NCC with dedication, compassion, professionalism, and loyalty. It is now my extreme pleasure on behalf of the Board of Trustees, administration, faculty, and staff of Northwest Iowa Community College to hereby confer upon Mr. Hoekstra the title of Trustee Emeritus.
I echo what Mr. Besaw has said about Mr. Hoekstra, and Larry is indeed a champion for NCC and for the community college mission across the nation. I would add that Larry is also a man of energy and humor, and so I am pleased to introduce to you our commencement speaker, Trustee Emeritus, Mr. Larry Hoekstra. Again, congratulations, sir, on being named Trustee Emeritus, and we look forward to your commencement remarks, which are entitled Enjoying a Life of Fun, with the word fun written in all capital letters.
Dr. Hartog didn't tell me about all the extra things that were going to happen last fall. He said, would you come up here this spring and just provide a few moments, comments, and I did that this morning. And now I've been asked to do it again this afternoon. So thank you very much for the honor. And it's a real blessing to be able to serve. And I would encourage each of you, as you think about that, we all have opportunities to serve. Sometimes we decline that opportunity, and when you decline an opportunity to serve, as I have been blessed with, we decline an opportunity to grow. So my encouragement would be to serve when you can, in ways that you can. On with the message, okay? Graduates, family members, friends, faculty and staff, and NCC trustees. When I was asked to do this, I was going to be providing some insight, perspective on how graduates should approach work and life, and Dr. Hartog asked me to reflect on my career and my service as a trustee and to provide thoughts for you as graduates as you leave NCC and to engage the next chapter of your lives. And he said, just do that. It'll only take a few minutes. And this will not be real long, but I'll try to do my best. When I was preparing for this address, I reflected on my community college graduation 53 years ago, and I remember none of it. It's the way it is. We have to move on because we live life in the future. The first thing I realized again is that time passes swiftly. You may have heard this before, but you'll continue to hear it because it's really true. For you, graduation day has finally arrived. It's all the excitement of the future that lies ahead. Your family and friends are here. Your NCC support team is here. They're excited about your future. NCC has a notable reputation of preparing students for the next phase in life. The faculty and staff do really care deeply about developing your skills so you can engage in the life ahead. Graduates, you've completed the coursework necessary to prepare you for a life of fun. And if you're taking notes, this would be the time to do that. You're probably done taking notes. But fun would be fulfilling unmet needs. My life experience has taught me that life is not about me. It's about how I can help others benefit from my services or the products that I be providing. The challenge we all face is to live a purposeful life that invigorates, that motivates us to work in a way that enhances the lives of those around us. So the first takeaway from this address is this: your work should not be about you. Spending a considerable amount of my career in the service industry selling helped me understand that whatever career or tasks are required to work on each day, we are fulfilling an unmet need. It's actually pretty simple. We are, in essence, servants of the people we engage with. Let me repeat that. We are servants of the people we engage with. We provide goods and services that enhance the lives of others. Fun. So they, in effect, have unmet needs filled by whatever we're providing. Let me give you a simple example. If I was working on a project in my shop and needed to make multiple quarter-inch holes, I'd go to the local hardware store and purchase a drill, right? Think about this carefully. Did the sales associate sell me a quarter-inch drill, or did he or she help me make the quarter-inch holes, which was my current unmet need? See, there's always something beyond it, isn't there? If you work in the electrical field, you're building and servicing energy resources so that businesses and people can fulfill unmet needs. A welder manufactures and repairs equipment that allows businesses and customers to have their unmet needs fulfilled. Automotive and diesel technicians maintain vehicles so their customers can go to work, take family vacations, and that sounds like fun in more than one way. See, it's not about the electricity, the quality of the weld, or the maintained vehicle. It is about those things that are important, what they provide. If you have an entrepreneurial spirit, just identify a common need. Develop a solution to that need, and you will be rewarded by those who have their needs filled. So what advice do I offer you today? Focus on fun each day, each and every day. Fulfill the unmet needs of the people you come in contact with at work, at home, and you will enjoy your work the rest of your life. Completing a program at NCC has helped you build a strong foundation. I was reminded of this, how critical this good foundation is this winter when we were on vacation in South Florida. We stayed at a resort adjacent to the building that collapsed in June of 2021, killing 98 people. The foundation and the building were evidently not maintained well. The owner of the building did not take concerns of others seriously. The building collapsed. Lesson learned. Listen to the people that care about you. Value their feedback. Graduates, your formal education foundation may be complete. I would remind you and everyone here today to maintain a posture of lifelong learning, something that NCC has advocated for years. Building a life focused on fulfilling the unmet needs of others, or fun, will provide you with a life of purpose. Remember, your work isn't about you. It's not about making money. It's not about the power that comes with a responsible position. Work is about serving others. Work is fulfilling unmet needs. The world says we need to pursue titles and large salaries and great accomplishments. If you are blessed with a family, look into the eyes of your family members, and the things that are truly important will become very clear. The title you hold will fade, and all of your accomplishments will someday be forgotten. One of the biggest responsibilities you may have in this life is to invest in the lives of your children. They will carry your legacy. Take joy in serving others, on and off the job. Search for how you can fulfill the unmet needs of others. If you get really good at it, you might be surprised how greatly you'll be rewarded in ways that you cannot imagine. As you approach your work and life following graduation, remember, you cannot do this alone very well. Your family and friends are important to your success and satisfaction in life. Allow them your accountability partners, to be your accountability partners to help you from making poor decisions that will have negative outcomes. Invest in others, and you will be blessed. Share your resources, your time, your talents with those in need. As I mentioned earlier, time will pass quickly. Looking back at the time since I graduated from college, began my first post-college job, married my wife Marcia, I can tell you that it does not seem that long ago. We just celebrated 50 years of walking together through life. Our nest is now empty, as some would define it. However, along the way, we have been blessed with 4 grown children, married. Our 14 grandchildren have been amazing to watch as they grow and learn and develop their own perspectives on purposes in life. I encourage you to be prepared for the transitions that will take place in your life. You may experience the stress of a job change, a career change. I've been there. You and your family members may experience health issues and more. Life is about change and transition. In closing, I'm going to read an excerpt from a book that I've learned to appreciate in recent years. Here's what David McNally writes in his book titled, "Even Eagles Need a Push." The eagle gently coaxed her offspring toward the edge of the nest. Her heart quivered with conflicting emotions as she felt the resistance to her persistent nudging. Why does the thrill of soaring have to begin with the fear of falling? She thought. The ageless question was still unanswered for her. As in the tradition of her species, her nest was located high on the shelf of a sheer rock face. Below, there was nothing but air to support the wings of each child. Is it possible at this time it may not work? She thought. Despite her fears, the eagle knew it was time. Her parental mission was all but complete. There remained one final task, the push. The eagle drew courage from an innate wisdom until her children discovered their wings. There was no purpose for their lives. Until they learned how to soar, they would fail to understand the privilege it was to have been born an eagle. The push was the greatest gift she had to offer. It was her supreme act of love. And so, one by one, she pushed them, and they flew. Family, friends, NCC support team, it's time for the gentle push. Graduates, it's time to take flight. May God bless each of you as you enjoy a life of fun. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hoekstra. Each year, several students are nominated to receive the Outstanding Student Leadership Award. I would like to ask Jenna Schouten, Coordinator of Residence Life and Student Activities, to come to the podium in order to present the Outstanding Student Leadership Award for 2024. Jenna.
Good afternoon. I'm happy to present the Outstanding Student Leadership Award today. This award was created to highlight an individual who has gone above and beyond the call of duty to demonstrate leadership. Their leadership is expressed in the classroom, during on-campus activities, and in the community. Earlier this year, nominations for this award were submitted by NCC faculty and staff. Nominations had to include a collection of specific activities or events that showcase this student's leadership abilities. This year, I have the privilege of giving this award to a Powerline Technology student. Here are some accolades that employees at NCC have shared about this student. During his time at NCC, he has been a student ambassador in the admissions office. One of his most outstanding qualities is his ability to maintain a positive attitude and cultivate an environment of optimism within the admissions office. He has been an outstanding student ambassador who brings a great work ethic to the office, but he also helps prospective Powerline students by being a tour guide for the program during campus visits. Admissions sees numerous students work as ambassadors throughout the years, but this student will be one that will always stick out in their memories. This student has also showed his enthusiasm and leadership skills in NCC student activities. From playing in the pickleball league, to going on a ski trip this winter, to going on a student trip to the Black Hills this past summer, this student rises to the top. Additionally, his leadership and commitment to NCC expands into the community. This student is a faithful member of NCC's Student Bible Study Group. His love for the Lord shows in his actions and his faith. He enjoys going to the Christian Retirement Home in Sheldon once a month to play bingo with the residents who live there. He also attends Bethel Church in Sheldon and enjoys visiting with members of the congregation after church over cookies and coffee. This student has left his mark on NCC, and we are excited to watch him excel in the Powerline industry. We are excited for his many accomplishments and are thrilled to see his success at NCC. He has accepted a lineman position in Sibley, Iowa, and will begin his career on Monday. It is my honor to present the 2024 Outstanding Student Leadership Award to Levi Francis. Levi, please join me on the stage.
Thank you, Jenna, and congratulations, Levi. Now it is my pleasure to introduce Ms. Leah Murphy, Executive Dean of Student and Academic Services. She will provide a special recognition of student achievement and present the candidates for degrees and diplomas. Leah.
NCC graduation ceremonies are held at the end of spring, summer, and fall terms. This past academic year, 475 students graduated from Northwest Iowa Community College. In fact, today we have set a record for the largest number of spring graduates at NCC, 294 graduates. We will be honoring graduates who have completed an Associate of Arts degree, an Associate of Applied Science degree, a diploma, or certificate. First, we wish to recognize those graduates who have served in the United States Armed Forces and their families. We thank you, veterans, for your service to our country. We also recognize the sacrifices made by your loved ones as you carried out your service in defense of our freedoms. Please, let's have a round of applause for our service members. Here at NCC, we celebrate academic excellence and leadership development. So at this time, we would like to recognize those who have been inducted into the Phi Theta Kappa National Honor Society and from the All Iowa Academic Team. Jennifer Simpson. Jennifer, please stand and face the audience. Let's give this student a round of applause for all their hard work this year. And finally, our graduates who are wearing gold cords today are our honor students who have achieved a cumulative grade point average of 3.5 or higher on a 4.0 scale. Honor students, will you please stand to be recognized? Give them a round of applause, please. Among this group of honor students, there is one graduate who has earned a 4.0 cumulative GPA, and that student is Emily Harold. Emily, please stand up and a round of applause. Let's acknowledge all of our students today and their hard work with another big round of applause. Graduates, we wish you the very best in your years to come. We will now present candidates with certificates, diplomas, and degrees. Graduates, as your name is called, please step forward to receive your diploma. Mr. Adam Besaw, the students listed in the program, having met the requirements prescribed by Northwest Iowa Community College and the Iowa Department of Education, are candidates for graduation. Matthew Robert Bates. Mariana Garcia. Connor W. Von Hagel. Jasmine M. David. Emily J. Harold. Alexis Ann Ahrens. Cole Casper Adams. Caleb James Robert Blom. Gunnar Wayne Brossert. Carson Roger Buffington. Drake G. Ditzworth. Carson Joseph Eaton. Lenny James Fortenbacher. Levi D. Francis. Philip Ethan French. Tyler P. Hancox. Drew Russell Kelly. Mac Lewis Kelly. Tyler Everett Mock. Buck Andrew Marine. Brock Allen Mathers. Cody Michael Metcalf. Zachary Michael Miller. Bowen Robert Munger. Cooper Ray South. Garrett Thomas Sperling. Peyton Charles Stevens. Callum D. Takis. Evan Eilers. Jacob Daniel Foster. Dana Marie Brummel. Mariel Grace Strouth. Samuel Dan Bust. Alan Daniel Abonse. Ryan Christopher Brown. Aaron N. Lydiak. Kyle Dean Gritters. Ebon J. Hicks. Jacob K. Huseman. Thomas Oliver Morley. Traven Dean Barenfuss. Cody Lang Bates. Connor Michael Bierman. Zachary Michael Dempster. Joshua Caleb Dietrich. Damon Willis Ehlers. Thaden M.D. Fisher. Ethan Richard Mao. Angelia Stirk. Jacob C. Van Egdem. Tanner J. Woodall. Alexander Oliver Boyd. Ty Caleb Harding. Matthew Myers Colbaum. Logan Lynn Lear. Dakota Dale Olson. Kyle Robert Peterson. Mackay Philip Armstrong. Heather Claire Brozo. Dylan Frangenberg. Skylar Travis Mullenix. Nicole Van Ort. Addison Nicole Van Ort.
On behalf of the Board of Trustees of Northwest Iowa Community College and by the statutes of the Code of Iowa, I hereby confer upon you the degrees of Associate of Arts, Associate of Science, Associate of Applied Science, diplomas, and certificates. The degrees and diplomas placed in your hand shall forever be testimony of your academic achievement. Graduates, congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I once again present to you these 2024 spring graduates of Northwest Iowa Community College. Again, congratulations, graduates. And this concludes our graduation ceremony. We ask that our guests remain in your seats during the recessional as the graduates are dismissed, and then an NCC staff member will usher you out. What a wonderful celebration today. Thank you all for attending.